How many chocolates you got? How many chocolates?
Three. I got
8, 12. 12 chocolates we got.
12.
Oh, who's there?
Defeating the Aztec people. I returned to Spain in 15.
It's inside, like.
today I'm going to show you how they made chocolate at the Cadbury factory over 120 years ago, all by hand. Nowadays it's done by a lot of high-speed machinery to keep up with demand, but a long time ago it was done by a large-scale workforce, all working on marble slabs like this. And I'll show you what they did. So the first thing we'd do is get some melted chocolate. And this machine's full of melted chocolate. You probably smelt it on the way in. We melt it at 50 degrees. And then we'd pour it out on the marble slab. What we need to do then is a process called tempering. So tempering chocolate is about cooling it down. We're keeping it moving while we're cooling it down. And marble is a great material for drawing out the heat because it's cool to the touch. So all the while I'm moving this around, it's cooling down. And what this does, it removes elasticity. If we didn't do this, our chocolate bar would be bending, it'd be dull, it wouldn't be shiny, and it'd be a bit grainy in the mouth. This makes sure that it's shiny, it has that snap to it, so when you snap the blocks apart, and it's the right texture. So all the while I'm moving this around, it's cooling down rapidly. It feels a little bit like my palette knife's going to break at some point, but it's one day away from retirement, so let's hope it makes it through. Okay, what we can do is check the temperature of the chocolate. So all I need to do is gather this up. And like I say, this is an old process, how they used to do it over 120 years ago. They wouldn't use any high-tech thing to check the temperature. They just dip their little finger in a few different spots. And that feels quite cool to me, so I'm going to introduce that into a mould. Now your mould can be any shape or size, remember it could be your cream egg, your whisper, whatever. We've got some little blocks for you today. And this doesn't need to be pretty, let's just blob that all over. Because I can give that a nice smooth out. And then I'm going to give it a little bit of a clean up because it's a bit messy at the moment. And what we'll find, there'll be a lot of trapped air in this chocolate. Now if we set the chocolate with the air in it, with the air bubbles in it, it'll form holes that form cavities, but we want good solid blocks of chocolate. So to get rid of the air, we just give it a tap. Can you see some of the air bubbles rising to the surface there? See? So we're tapping that out. Get rid of that air. Give it another little clean up. Now, if I've tempered my chocolate correctly, which I'm convinced I have, but you don't know me, maybe I'm a fraud, it'll stick to the mould. This will make solid blocks of chocolate, but what if we want it filled with caramel or strawberry or something like that? We can do a process called shelling, so I'm going to give this a good whack and make it brown chocolate. This time not over anybody's head. You don't want any upset parents or anything. Such a waste. It'll all get reused, don't worry. Remember, it sticks to the mould. So what we've got the chocolate stuck to the inside of the mould, but we've got hollows. So if we set that in the fridge now, we can drop in caramel, strawberry, whatever, put a blob more chocolate on the top, and that's how they get the middles in there. So, let's take this one. This is from the last demonstration. We're going to pop that into the fridge. Find one that's set. Fingers crossed there is one in here. I think there's a couple in here that are nicely set. He says. Then if I give that a little twist to part it from the mould and a good firm whack on the base, out pop a chocolate made in the style of over 120 years ago. That's half a chocolate. And that's how they would have made all the chocolates by hand a very long time ago. Now I know what you're thinking, can I eat this? Unfortunately not, it's demonstration chocolate, so it's all recycled. But just round the corner they've got for you a pot of melted chocolate for you to eat with your choice of any two toppings, and there's people legging it already. So go and enjoy that. Thank you for your time and have a great day. Thank you.
with chocolate. Which one do you want?
Which 2 toppings you want?
Jelly babies?
Jelly beans and?
Orange.
Oreo और कैरेमल Oreo जल्दी बताते हैं बेटा चलो ये लो
Did you enjoy it?